Real quick, I want to talk about a movie I saw. It was released by Disney, and it's by far the most anticipated film this year released by the Disney Corporation. I'm, of course, talking about Penguins. Yes! Basically, it's March of the Penguins Redux. It's Disney finally saying, hey, here's the Penguin movie we should have released to begin with and gotten that Oscar many years ago. That's one of the reasons Disney Nature started. They were really just trying to do the true life adventures that Walt Disney himself did back in the day. They wanted to do a new version of that, but also they saw March of the Penguins and they were like, man, we could be making that money. Why didn't we release that? So then they started doing things like Earth, Oceans, Monkey Kingdom, and I saw Born in China in theaters. So I've seen a couple of these here and there. Oftentimes I really didn't see them in theaters though because I just didn't really find the time. I've seen nature documentaries before. We've seen Planet Earth. The original Earth was just using footage from Planet Earth, so I almost kind of thought all these were using that same footage, but over time I guess they've taken some new footage. Maybe they're doing a mix, I don't know. But I did see Born in China, and that was fine enough, but it's kind of like every nature documentary I've seen. And now we have penguins. Once again, kind of like every other nature documentary I've ever seen. I'll give Disney credit that they keep doing these. They don't have to. They already have so many franchises making so much money, and yet they like sticking to this idea of doing nature documentaries just like Walt himself did, releasing them during Earth Day. And they've been keeping that steady for the last couple of years. So I have to give Disney credit where credit is due. No other studio is really doing this right now. There are some other smaller studios that are still doing nature documentaries, but not a huge company like this. So is Penguins worth seeing? Well, I like Ed Helms. He's the narrator. And that's the thing. Disney's always been real good at picking the narrators. John Krasinski did Born in China. Ed Helms did this. I can only assume that Steve Carell will be doing the next one, even though I already know that's not true. Natalie Portman will be doing it for the Dolphin documentary that will be released on Disney+. Based on the box office receipts for the last few of these movies they've done, I'm guessing that's what's going to happen to most of these. I'm guessing they're just going to end up on Disney+. Penguins might be the last time a Disney nature movie is on the big screen. I still enjoyed the movie though because I like penguins. There was a while when everything was penguins. We had the Penguins of Madagascar, we had March of the Penguins, we had Surf's Up, we had Happy Feet, and the sequel. Everybody was going crazy for penguins, and every studio was trying to get their grasp on that dollar. Even the Simpsons movie made fun of the penguin craze. If you remember that little animated sequence in the film, Penguin gets shot by a walrus. I guess it's supposed to be a Grand Theft Auto parody, but that's the thing. Penguins were on top of the world. And all these years later, they've basically disappeared. Hasn't really been any penguin movies, and now we have this. I kind of thought maybe because of March of the Penguins, this specific documentary would make more money. It doesn't seem to be, but that's the thing. Most people don't really go to the theater for a documentary anymore. I like Ed Helms' narration. I like that sometimes they build a story and a character to the main penguin we're following. I like that they use some 80s tracks to really liven up the soundtrack. The movie ends with Here I Go Again from Whitesnake. He runs into the sunset, which seems very 80s. I don't really know why they chose to do it this way. I haven't really seen any other Disney nature film take real music like that and use it as dramatic effect, I guess. They're trying to progress the story that way. But it makes you kind of care more about what you're seeing. You know, typically these nature documentaries, they just show you amazing sequences and shots that they got of these animals. But here, they actually tried to build a story around it. I liked it. I like that they attempted that. Is it anything spectacular? Not really. I mean, I don't think anybody's expecting much when they're going into this movie, but neither was I, and yet I still came home feeling like I saw a really good movie, and I feel like I got a lot out of it. I like penguins, I like Ed Helms. That's basically what you get with this movie. So it's satisfying, and it's really shot well. I like that they really take the time to still go out into nature and film this kind of stuff. It's sort of an unofficial sequel to March of the Penguins, but I'll seriously be giving it 4 out of 5 stars. It's enjoyable. I definitely recommend it if you enjoy documentaries, especially nature documentaries and penguins. So, there you go.